What is up, Robo Fiends? You know who I am, Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, and I know I've been gone for a long time. Let me be frank, I was downloading a game that was going to take me 5 days to download. And if you're wondering why you probably just saw me sat on PSN for no reason, that was why. It took me 5 days to download the game. I missed the DLC, the modders pack. The modelers pack. I will get that because you know that's what I'm about. And that pack screams my name. So I'll get that soon. Just maybe next pay week or something like that. Next week or something like that. Anything else I gotta say? No. Anyway, this is a requested build. I know I have a bunch of these flying around that I actually really need to get to. They're just all over the place, and I have to go out and like track them down. But this build here came from a guy named Sax Sheen, maybe Sax is in the saxophone. Sax Sheen 123 says, "Sup, dude, I need a Tetrapod sniper cannon AC. Speed is not an issue. I just need something that can destroy enemies in a matter of seconds." Okay, it's simple. When he said sniper Tetrapod, I was like, you mean black? My sniper Tetrapod cannon, big blaster gun shooty thing. So I was like, okay, let me use him as a base, and I did. I used them, and I came out with this. Let's get into the nitty-gritty, shall we? All right, starting where it's always supposed to start at. We start at the legs. He said Tetrapod, Tetra. That's a weird word. Quad. He said quad. Okay, so I went these. Not necessarily because it had the highest AP. Hold on. Skype. Let me. Not because it had the highest AP, but he said speed was an issue. I'm like, okay, speed isn't an issue. I'm like, okay, no speed. You're not moving fast. Because he said it's not an issue. Not worried about it. All right. I can't have him going out there. If speed isn't an issue, don't make him fast. Okay, that's stupid. Because if speed isn't an issue, if he's not worried about his speed and you make him fast, he's gonna play as the speed isn't an issue and he's gonna get murdered. So this is what I did. I didn't, like I said, I didn't go for AP. I went for defenses, which in turn kind of led to AP. So I chose Vizzo because it has the highest kinetic and thermal defense. Chemical is a given. It's a kinetic, it's a chemical part. So I said, well, let me get the most that defense, and I got, I think, the most AP. Yes, and load capacity. Yes. Okay, so it was a win-win. This is what Black's original legs were. I've since traded them out for these. Just to speed them up a little bit. Not a terribly bad set of legs, but just to speed them up a little. So yeah, Visa legs. Because you got the AP and you got the defenses, because you say you're not moving. Well, speed isn't an option, so you're probably not going to move. So, moving on to the arms. Let's just go this way. I know there's a certain way I do it, but let's just go this way. Arms. LB arms. Chemical. Chemical because I was going to run thermal arms, but thermal didn't have the best abilities, and it lowers all my defenses by all my other defenses quite a bit. So I said, you know, let's find that median. So I pulled these out. Yes, they're again chemical energy arms, but they have good stability, decent stability. AP is good. Defenses, kinetic, chemical, and thermal is all good. It just fleshed out to be a really great part, and I was like, you know, it works. You know, it works. It's tried and true for me. I've used it. Well, some of my little heavier builds, slightly heavier builds, and it's worked. You know, it's done its job. It's ran its course. Now, if we was talking about Asari, I love these arms. But you know, Wesker is Resident Evil. Wesker is also a good part. If I'm not gonna use Asari, I'll probably use Wesker. But yeah, these arms, LB and M's. LB, M's, Elb, M's, whatever. Pick your poison. Yeah. Core, UCR 25. Now this core does have the highest AP. Yes, has the highest AP because that's the highest defenses. That's what I was going for. Not necessarily AP is what I was looking at, but like I said, AP came with it. I was looking for the defense, the kinetic, chemical, and thermal defenses, because like I said, let me reiterate again in case I missed it. In case you didn't hear correctly, in case I missed it. If you're not moving, you're gonna get hit. Okay. you're not moving fast, you're gonna get hit. If you have really good resistances, you know, it'll save you from some of that hit. So that's what I was kind of going for here. You know, head, Beowulf. Need I say more? Really? There's probably maybe one other head that's better than this, but for the most part, it's not better because, you know, situational purposes. Like when it comes to like drain, energy consumption, you know, weight, you know, and like just the, when it comes down to like the nit grit, Beowulf is just it. You know, sure, there's like this head is better and stability, scanning, and anti-jam, but the camera goes down and it's heavier and it sucks a lot more energy, Siegfried. So yeah, it just doesn't work out like any other part. Beowulf is it. If you want to snipe, you know, if you're having long range engagements, Beowulf is it. So I'm giving you Beowulf for said purposes. Yeah. Okay. FCS run that pre-dire because you are using, you know, regular weaponry. Only one weapon I believe will actually reach out that far, and it's your battle rifle that's on your what's that, left. The rest are running out as I spin thermal energy weapons, simply because normally thermal energy is the defense that a lot of people overlook. They don't necessarily try to cover that for the most part. They tend to be kinetic and chemical pretty heavy. Like they'll use kinetic parts and have their body tuned to like chemical, you know. So that leaves thermal out in the open. And while running thermal energy weapons, I said let me throw this fat generator on here soon. Was it a high capacity? Because, you know, if I'm gonna run energy weapons 2 at that, you know, at least have the energy to actually use them. So I was like, okay, I did that, and it works fine. You can actually hold down suppressive fire with your energy weapons for a bit before you run out of energy. So as a backup, your thermal energy weapons will probably be the thing that eats up the smaller ACs if they do compromise your position, big boy. Booster, I gave him HBT 25H, normally Shinetsu, all day, every day. I didn't do it this time because he said you know, speed wasn't an issue. I'm like, okay, don't give him the fastest one, just give him one though. So I gave him this one. It gives you a little less on the energy consumption, which was good in case you I don't know, if you want to move somewhere, you at least have a little, and if you want to recover your energy, obviously, after you use your thermals, you know, you can kind of do that. I wasn't gonna give him like jump booster because that's just pointless. You know, you need to move. So I did that for him. Recon unit. I think it's a habit that I put this one out here. Sure, if you want, if you're gonna be posted up sniping, I don't know if it's gonna benefit you much, but we all know what this one's about. It's kind of for those close quarter, mid quarter kind of people. Dual sniper, lightweight ACs. But if you don't want to use that, by all means, you can try. Oh, sticky. Actually, Recon units is up to you as you see fit. But here's the nigger sniper cannon. Now here's the thing. When it came to sniper cannon, I actually sold and deleted a bunch of them. But it comes down to 2 things. 2 in my opinion. The single shot one, the Eserben, whatever. The best out of the single shot ones in my opinion. You can tune them higher than what I have it spec here. But you probably want to go for, you know, SP, specialized power, as opposed to just power. And then you have, is it not the 5, the 3-round burst. Itaka. Okay, 3-round burst, because if you land those 3, that's a major amount of damage you did to your enemy. And if you actually land it correctly, they'll be stunned after the first one. So the other 2 should, not 100% of the time, should land through and through, and should be able to like blaze them up delicious like with it. But sometimes when they're further out there and they're moving quite a bit, the 3 won't land because you end up using up all your ammo, which is 8 as opposed to the Eserben's 10, because you know it shoots 3-round burst. You got 24 ammo, and 3 divided by 24 is 8. You know, simple math. So you don't want to run the 5, although the 5 should literally clean somebody up after the burst is done. But like I said, you actually have to land all 5 shots on them. That's going to be very difficult, and then you only have six chances to do that, to even land a shot if you need to. So I'm gonna say go smooth with the Isurban here. The reload time is actually really good to where you can, it's like, it fires about as fast as you pull the trigger if you're pulling it at a reasonable speed. Not like, but like pop, 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 pop. It's like pow, 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 pow. Literally that fast. Bunch of sound effects. So that's why I ran that. You can try the 3 bursts you want to, but the 5 bursts, you're kind of pushing it. Alright, moving on. Arm. UBR. I ran the UBR battle rifle because, you know, battle rifles, they tend to do the job. I had the highest attack out of any rifle for the most part. Muzzle velocity is always an issue, especially if you're fighting maybe lighter units. Muzzle velocity is always an issue. So if that is an issue for you, Lotus. I don't have my best Lotus is on my other arm, you know, but Lotus, because the muzzle velocity is a lot better, as you see there, and the lock-on time is better. So if the speed of your battle rifle isn't an issue, you might want to go Lotus. I think you can get it Lotus spec'd out to 2000 attack anyway, so you should be good there. Shoulder units, vertical missiles. I love vertical missiles. I don't know, because they can't really dodge them right away because it's not coming right at you. You know, when it's coming down on you, you're not looking up because you can't really look up, and it just falls in your head. Bam, you're screwed. So vertical missiles, yeah. Pulse machine gun and plasma gun. Now plasma howitzer was my 1-2 punch combo, but since I don't know, I think patch 1.02, they made my howitzers basically useless. You'd have to run dual howitzers and then pray that the enemy is stunned, or you get another volley off again, because the reload time has been increased to like sniper cannon standard. So yeah, I can't run that combo no more. I'll probably run plasma shotgun, but in this case we're running plasma pulse machine gun for that extra damage. So if someone runs upon you running some thermal resistant less ACs, you can 1-2 punch them right into oblivion. So that's that for you. Hope you enjoyed the build, and you guys will definitely have more builds to come. I think I have 2 more sitting on the side before I go out and do other things. But this is the build for now. I hope it's up to par what you were looking for, my man. And if it's not, you know, hit me back. We can work on it. I know there's many more request builds that I need to get a hold to. So hold fast, ladies and gentlemen. Just hold fast, and we'll get through this. Soon. I want to throw the AC Armor Core back into the mix, because on my personal channel I've been just uploading a bunch of Wii U things, because that's just been the big thing for me. I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I know, I admit I am. But a lot of Wii U details for the new upcoming console for the new upcoming console for Nintendo is called the Wii U, and a lot of news has been coming out for it, and I've been covering that. So now that kind of died down, I'll get back to circulating Armor Core and Transformers, which I hadn't uploaded in a very long time. So it's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. Hope you enjoyed the build, my Robo Fiend friends. We will get back into the nit grit of things as soon as we can get some nit grit to be had. Holla at your boy.